Every year around New Year's, I do a bunch of activities to reset my life and create a clean slate for the year ahead. And I film myself doing these things to inspire you on your own New Year's reset. So if you're not subscribed, make sure that you are. I've already created a bunch of videos for New Year's resetting. I'm going to create a few more. In this video, I want to talk about 2 fun activities that you can do to make your life A, more magical, more interesting, luckier, and B, happier on a day-to-day basis, experience more good feelings. So let's talk about activity number 1 that you can do to make your life more magical, luckier, more interesting. A guy called Dr. Richard Wiseman was actually really interested in lucky people and why some people were luckier than others. One of the biggest things that he found lucky people had in common was that they went out of their way to create more variety in their life. They went to considerable lengths to make sure that they were experiencing novelty, that things were switched up, that things were changing, that they were doing new stuff, which is why this year I'm creating punch cards for luck. If you haven't seen this trend of punch cards, it's been going around for a little while. I have no idea who the original creator is. I don't know if there is an original creator, but if you do know, put that down in the comments. I got these blank cards just from Officeworks. I also created this little mini template to help me space out my punch icons. The idea is that when you complete an activity, you punch it out. I painted all of my cards. I tried to make them all look cute and on theme with my space. And these are all of the cards that I created. We have the Watch 10 HQ Movies card. Of course, I'll watch 10 movies within a year, but I also want to watch 10 high quality movies, really good movies, the kind of movies that it's like, oh, you need to watch that before you die. I have a Watch 10 Sunsets punch card. All of my punch cards aren't about daily habits. They're about random experiences that I want to sprinkle into my year. Most of the punch cards are actually about how I want to spend my weekends, because I think that curating your free time and curating your weekends is so important. Also, me and Luke are talking about, having a child. It's still probably a year or so away, but I want to take advantage of the free time that I have without children as much as I can in the next year. I also have a Go on 10 Hikes card. And by hike, I mean a walk that lasts as long as 3 hours. I've also got read 10 high quality non-fiction books on there. I always remember non-fiction and fiction as non-fun and fun. I definitely meant to put fiction. So scratch that and pretend like I meant fiction. This one in the middle is about a hot chocolate that every single year I see. It's served by Paddock Bakery on the Gold Coast, and they only serve it in winters. And every year I say to myself, I'm gonna go to there and I'm gonna get this magical hot chocolate. But for some reason, I haven't gotten this hot chocolate, so I put it as one whole card. I've got a card for 3 cute getaways that I wanna have this year. Just mini getaways, nothing crazy. We're in savings mode. I've got another 1-item card, Flower Festival, and it's right around my birthday, and every year I'm like, I'm gonna go. And then come September, it hasn't happened. So that's definitely happening. I've got a 10 new op shops card. I'm at op shops all the time, but I have my go-to haunts. That's such a silly small one, but creates some variety. And this is my least favorite looking card. I think I might create a new one, we'll see. But by this I mean 10 random workout classes. Our local council does all of these active and healthy classes that are literally between $0 to $8. They're really cheap. There's Tai Chi, there's yoga, there's all of these different classes, and I don't know why I don't go. I love a workout class where it's like me and all women who are in their 50s. That is my favorite kind of workout class, that are also friendly and nice. Hopefully I can find it. I feel like the act of sitting down and making these cards and sort of pouring my energy and effort into them in a kind of creative way has made me a lot more invested in doing these things. So in the past, I've definitely created lists of, new fun experiences that I want to do during the year, but something about sitting there, painting my little flowers, drawing my little books, adding my sparkles just gives me the sense of, oh, and this is happening. Now I want to talk about activity number 2, using what I think of as the marble mentality. So I actually learned about this concept from the beautiful Laura from How to Gist. I'll have her channel linked below. So instead of streaks, instead of don't break the chain energy, instead of, oh my gosh, if you miss a day, you're gonna get a big old red X. The marble mentality is about thinking of your habits, of your healthy behaviors like marbles in a jar. You're adding marbles in a jar at a consistency and a pace that works for you. So this year I'm taking the marble mentality and I want to try making it analog. But instead of marbles, this is what I'm doing. This is my happiness deposit bowl. I have this cute sherbet bowl. I actually got this from an op shop a while ago. I was thinking I could serve ice cream in it, but now it's my happiness deposit bowl. Most importantly, it's clear. Then I went to a local op shop that I knew had this weird massive collection of beads for sale. And I got a bead for every behavior that I know is like a little deposit into my happiness. And when I do one of these behaviors, I put a relevant bead into my happiness deposit bowl. I'm never starting from scratch. There's no don't break the chain energy. There's no red X if you miss a day. Just a nice collection of all of the deposits that you've made into your happiness. The Thing is that it's almost never helpful to focus on happiness, being happier. But when you focus on the little deposits, happiness is just the natural outcome. Here are the beads that are going into my happiness deposit jar. This one is for big connection. So I'm going over to my neighbors tonight. They're making tapas. We're bringing pizza. Big connection. I don't know why I'm saying it like that, but for me, connection is one of the biggest deposits that I can make when it comes to my happiness. Like reliably over and over again. If I feel like I'm just feeling down, if I then plan in a few moments of big connection, mood improved. I feel like a new person. Then I have these little connection beads, and these are my yapping beads. These beads are for when I yap to a stranger about bread in a grocery store. I asked the barista how her Christmas was, and we have a little giggle about how crazy the weather was. I think that my theme this year might be the year of the yapper. I don't know, I'm still tossing it up, but I have a friend who is so good at this. Whenever I go out with her, she just makes conversation with everyone. And it won't be like big conversations. It'll just be a comment here and there. It's almost surprising how much those moments can have an impact on your happiness. And I just love them. Also, I work from home. I do have a co-working buddy. I have my neighbors, but I need these little moments. These cute little love heart beads are for date nights with Luke. And this little one, it kind of looks like a Sailor Moon dress. And it's for dancing, not like professionally or in a class at all. Dancing around my room as a form of exercise, but also fun. Then I have 2 flower beads. That's for getting in nature. And if I have a day where I just get in one of these little ones, little connection, big connection, and nature, when it comes to my happiness, it doesn't get much better than that. That's going to be a very good mood day. It's crazy how you can like very reliably predict what is going to improve your mood and your sense of connection in the world. And it's also like highly actionable. Like there's so much that can be done with these little daily deposits to influence how you feel every day. And as we know, how we spend our days is how we spend our lives. I have this little shell bead. I do live a drive from the beach. There's no excuse. And I want all of those shells in that jar by the end of the year. Then I have these ones. How fun. There are also different colors. Not that I'm going to make that mean anything. And that's just for a typical workout. I have been shocking actually with my workouts for the last like 2 weeks. But I've kind of given myself permission. I've been like, you know what? It's around Christmas. I'm making all these videos. I'm so busy. We're going to give it a little bit of a break, and then we're going to get right back into it in the new year. And then I'll be putting those stars in my happiness deposit jar. But I do love the idea of having something very tangible, something physical. This feels very me. I've also never really seen anyone do something like it before. I also don't really like the idea of even thinking about happiness. I don't think it's productive. It's not very effective to be like, how can I be happier? It is effective to go, how can I get more moments of big connection in my life? If you liked this video and you're doing a New Year's reset, I have a whole playlist for you. I'm going to have it linked on the screen as well as down below. I also want to let you know that I have 20% off my life map, which is my goal setting workbook. I have 20% off Plan Your Best Year. I have 20% off the Calm Productivity Notion pack. I might be biased, but all of these products are incredible. They're amazing. And the discount expires on January the 5th. Heads up. I'll have the link to that down below. I appreciate you so much. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'll see you again with my next video in the series. I'm hoping in 2 days, but I have this feeling it might be 3. I really want to do this series. I also want to maintain my sanity in what is such an incredibly busy time of year. I appreciate you so much, and I will see you soon.